Hi, everyone. Hi, Project Linus Central Illinois. Got my Project Linus shirt on. I'm here to talk Project Linus with all of you. I miss you. I know you miss each other. Many of you work in smaller groups and you're not able to do that, and I'm so sorry. That's a lot of times how we keep ourselves busy during the week, and it's difficult when we're not able to gather. So I hope that you're keeping yourselves busy. I hope you're finding something to do. Many of you participated in our side by side challenge. So fun! That was a great opportunity for us to just kind of get together and go through our stash of fabrics and make things and make houses and make trees and make a beautiful quilt. And oh my goodness, the quilts that people have been showing off that they've made from the pattern have been phenomenal. So excited to be able to get those for our chapter when we're eventually able to take blankets. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. I don't want to sound negative, but there are some negative things that I'm going to have to tell you just so that we make sure that we keep everything in check. First of all, I file a quarterly report every 3 months. March 31st was the deadline for the first quarter. At this point, I have 800, just well over 800 blankets in our supply because I have not been able to deliver. And many of you have still brought blankets to me. I thank you for those, but I cannot take any more. Our drop-off locations are closed. They cannot take any more. I have enough right now. If blanket deliveries started up again in May, which I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we'll see, I have enough to get us through till August. Make a Blanket Day is in September, and we will definitely be back in business. I am just counting on that so that we'll be able to deliver our blankets at that time. Some of you have asked me, there are still children in the hospital. How come we're not getting able to bring our blankets to them? The problem is that the hospitals have really restricted what they take in. They will not take in anything extra, and blankets are considered extra. So fortunately, I delivered a lot right before Make a Blanket Day. So they do have a pretty good supply, and I have been in touch, and they feel badly about this, but they are not allowed to take any more blankets in for an indefinite period of time. Like I say, I've got 800 and some in my supply here. I am packed to the gills. My closets, my extra bedrooms, the hallway, the front entry, the garage. 800 blankets take up a lot of room. And so they are there, and I will deliver them just as soon as I can, and then I will let you know. I'm also asking you, please don't stockpile and then bring me hundreds when we have our Make a Blanket Day, because again, that can be really, really overwhelming, and I can't even see what I have when we get that many. It's really tough to go through them all and bag them up and deliver them and make room for more. So if you're making blankets and just take your time, maybe do something a little bit harder instead of the quick blankets. If you're interested in keeping it busy, our side by side challenge was so successful, and you're welcome to do that if you like. If you want to find out about that quilt, you just make a $10 donation to Project Linus, put our chapter name on it. I'll email you the pattern. It's a little fundraiser for our chapter. And you're more than welcome to do that. Crocheting and knitting, the small blankets for the bundles of joy, we've got them. We've got as many as they need, and they cannot deliver them right now either. They're kind of in the same boat as we are. So all of that is on hold. The radiology blankets, some of you make those, and they're just made with 2 pieces of flannel, a little bit larger than normal, made with older kid prints. If you're working on those, that would be phenomenal. Again, I don't need thousands. I just, so limit yourself. We have lots of people who make our blankets, and I just want you to make sure that that we have enough, but not too many. If you need the pattern for the radiology blanket, it's very simple, but just email me and I'll send it to you, mary@projectlinus.org. I'm happy to send you that pattern. Let's see. I have been in contact with our recipient facilities, and like I said, they feel just as badly about this as we do. They know how hard you all work, and they just over and over wanted me to thank you for the work that you do, and reassure you that eventually they will be taking the blankets in again. So please don't lose heart. I just don't know what else to tell you. I can't give you an exact date or time when things are going to be back to normal. We wish it was next week. It's not. It's not going to be then, and we know that. So please just hold off. Please don't stockpile. Just hold off. And I don't know if we're going to have the camps, Camp Coco, Camp Corral. Hopefully we will. But if we don't, again, I've got lots of Camp Coco and Camp Corral blankets as well. Some of the chapters have suggested that they have like a little Zoom party, if you're familiar with Zoom, where we just all kind of get together and just chat a while. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. Maybe we can come up with something like that where we can all just sew together for a couple of hours in the evening, or crochet and knit together and just chat. I'd be more than happy to do that. My husband's an ER physician, and he's gone a lot. He's at work right now. And hopefully, this is supposed to be these next 2 weeks. They're supposed to be a little critical. So I'm hoping that he stays well, and all those who are working there stay well, and you do also. Any of you wearing your masks? I am so claustrophobic. Oh my gosh. And one thing I did notice, if you put your glasses fog up, but if you put this up under here, it helps when that, oh geez, when you breathe. But there's a reason for it. My daughter told me about their grocery store. She lives up northern part of the state. She said in their grocery store, they have all the spacing, and everybody has to be careful. And when I went to Walmart, they had all the spacing, and we all had to line up here in town. And people are very protective of their space. Now, as we know, the masks don't necessarily protect you from getting the virus. It does slow it down a little bit. You've got something in front of you, so it's a little bit better. But it does help if you're a carrier, or if you haven't shown symptoms yet. It keeps that virus from spreading to other people. It works pretty well that way. Not 100%, but it works pretty well. Again, people are very protective of their space. And there are those who feel that you may be threatening if you approach without a mask on. And that can be kind of scary, especially for people in our demographic. We don't need anybody accusing us of spreading the virus. We don't need anyone attacking us because we are not covered the way they feel we should be. Just wear a mask, just wear it. I hate wearing it, but just wear it. It just keeps others more comfortable with you, and it might protect you as well. So that's my PSA right now, my public service announcement. Again, we don't know, stay home. That's the very best thing. But there are times when we have to get out, when we have to do things. And as much as, we put these on, and I've made hundreds of them and handed them out and given them to people. Anyway, if you have one, wear one, stay home. That's number one. That's the best thing. And make sure that we give everybody their space. That 6 feet plus is really important. So I'll keep in touch with y'all, and let me know if there's any fun ideas you might have, and who knows, maybe we can somehow in these next few weeks bridge that gap until we're all able to get together again. So take care, everybody. Make sure that you're doing the best that you can to keep healthy and to keep yourselves busy. And I will talk to you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.